What's up, everybody? Pittsburgh Weiss Schwarz back again with a new and improved set reviews. Joined today by Carmen as usual.
What's up? What's up?
We got Ollie and Paru. Whatever.
Hi.
Wow, hey, what's going on?
Wow.
Hey,
Special guest Owen
wow.
Wilson.
Oh, hey.
And yeah, we're gonna be knocking out red and blue probably in this one here, right?
Yep.
I would just combine them
That's
both
the
into red and
plan.
blue.
Trying not to
It's
cry
more
right
of a curated set review, only talking about the good stuff. And let's jump into it with this. Seems like a pretty good card here. We got this Shuna. On attack, give 1500, and when it dies, you pay 1 clock yourself. Look at top 2 of your deck for 2 Demon Continent characters. There's a check 2 Ricky on death.
I fucking love Shuna. She's adorable, and this card slaps.
This card's fucking gas, brother. You fucking play this card in Quints
If
without
you're not
the
playing
fucking
like
first
raw,
effect. Like,
if you're
who
not
even
playing
cares?
like only Demon Lord, you fucking jam 3 or 4 of this in every other deck.
Here's a sidebar, dude. Is this profile just better than Search Ricky? Is just ripping top 2 off your deck in modern
I think it depends.
in the modern game better? Like, yeah.
Plussing 2 is better than plussing 1.
I think it depends how badly you really want to find your combo.
Yeah, I think like decks nowadays are like so overtuned and they do so much that like resolving one of these can like stand in and be more reliable than trying to resolve a third climax.
You know what
combo.
it is? Like a normal Ricky is more about selection. Now it's on play, gets you the card you need immediately. Any card you want.
I mean, a lot of people play these
more
alongside regular Rickies too, right?
True. These are more about card advantage, purely.
This card
it's
does
like a worse timing, but it's just a better plus.
This card does allow you to tri-field, which does give you more stock to play with to find more combos, possibly anyway. So
yeah,
maybe
I think the fact that they're on death, they're usually on death. They let you like just puke your fucking hand.
You know, there is one of these that's on play.
Wait, what set has on play?
Konosuba.
Oh, you've got to be fucking me.
No,
what does
I'm
it
not.
add? Does it only hit on like fucking Cosmo?
It only adds yellow characters to your.
Oh, it's the darkness. That's right.
I played it.
I do remember that card. I'm like, damn, this card's kind of cracked.
It was kind of cracked back then, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, adding 2 cards to my hand.
This card also scales super well. Why is it
just
give
does
15
things.
anywhere?
Yeah,
just
that's
does
really
things.
good.
That's 1500 on attack.
It can't pump
like...
itself, which is like a thing, right? So it's always going to be small in its own lane, which sometimes sucks.
Oh, okay.
Like,
yeah, it's like
it's like an A plus minus.
Yeah, A plus minus.
You just play 2 of it and then have them pump each other.
No, I think that's fine.
They work
it
together.
scales into the late game.
Oh god, Shuna's pumping each other.
Yeah, dude, she's waving her hands in the air, shaking them like she doesn't care.
She just doesn't care. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, simple but very strong card. You're gonna see this card in slime decks. That's for sure. I am pretty sure this is what you're gonna see in like the meta deck. All right, next. So this is a Milam combo. There's a couple cards on this slide that are otherwise not in the set review, so I have them summarized here. But the card itself, during your turn, if all your characters are Demon Continent, you're playing a legal slime deck. This gets plus 2k power, so 6k, 7k with the climax. On attack, if you have the door, choose one of your opponent's level 0 or lower back row characters only. Send it to the waiting room, then reveal the top card of your deck if that card is a Demon Continent character or the 1/1 red event, add it to hand. You don't need to censor it. It's fine.
I'm messing around.
The 1/1 event is as long as you have 3 or more Demon Lord, specifically Demon Lord, not Demon Continent, on your field, you can salvage 2 characters, then ditch a card. So a 1/1 Magical Girl appears with a field requirement for a non-global trait. Demon Lord is not the global trait, it just sounds similar. And then there is a level 0 Rimuru that exists that is a global 5, where when you play a climax, you can give any of your opponent's characters -1 level. But remember, this card can only target back row characters.
Could Yuja target front row? She could.
Yuja could target anything, provided it was a level 0.
It's kind of weird that they started strapping that restriction on, because it's not like Yuja was like.
This hits on more stuff, so they
True.
made the
That's
combo
true.
worse.
Yeah,
Yuja hit on
you're
level 1 or higher.
Yeah, you're right. Adding trait is a lot better than whiffing half of the time.
This climax combo sounds insane until you realize when you whiff, you did nothing. And if your opponent just doesn't pre-fill their brainstorm and they like have any idea what your cards do, the other effect just falls off and does nothing. Because this one can only specifically target back row, which is really unfortunate.
Sometimes even when they do puke their cards in the back row, they just don't care.
Yeah, sometimes they just
There-
plus so hard it doesn't
There
even
is
matter.
another specialized support for this card that you didn't list here.
Oh, what does the other one do? I might not even.
It's a level 0 carry on. It's on play, ditch 1, search this card from your deck, add it to hand.
Oh, I
So
think
just
that
like
is
a
in the
free drop
review.
search for it. Yeah, it's later
Yeah.
on in blue. And then when this Milam attacks, you get to choose the top 2 cards of your deck to put one on top.
So you get to make the plus a little bit more reliable, but the main reason to play these cards is definitely the pop, and it's only as good as your opponent misplays into it, I think. Because I was a huge proponent of the Yuja, and then everybody was like, wait, I can just not put down my cards. And I was like, no, please put them down. And this one, when your opponent plays around it, the good part about the Yuja could pop level 0s in your opponent's front row to coin flip for extra damage. At the very least, this one can only hit back row.
But I mean, throughout the game, if you go for the combo multiple times,
Yeah, you're gonna start hitting
you
stuff.
start hitting
eventually.
stuff then.
I don't think it's bad.
No, I don't think.
Especially,
I don't think
with all this
bad.
extra low support it got. The event's pretty alright too.
It's
So
got
you
other
can
stuff
put a
going
little-
on.
Yeah.
I'm down for the B- C+. It's in there.
They are
it's a
pushing for you to
serviceable
play
combo.
Oh, excuse me. They're pushing for you to play a Demon Lord deck, which is
Yeah.
really cool until you realize that the finisher is worse than Marine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
you don't-
If this is the selling
be
point of
worth
Demon Lord,
Mario.
I'm really not that interested though. The combo just is okay, and then you have to run all this other shit to make it worth it.
That do be the problem.
I still think the selling point of Demon Lord is the top is the Mill 6.
The Mill 6 card is really sick. Also gives you some deck speed since this card doesn't mill. Neither does the event. So works well in that deck, like we said. All right, next card. Ollie, go ahead.
I got this 2-1 Benny Maru. For all your characters are Demon Kanas. This gets 4,500 and Hand Encore. And then combos with the standby when it's placed in your climax area. If it's in your front row, you have a yellow and red card in your level zone. Choose one of the following 2 effects and resolve it. Choose one of your other Demon Kana characters and stand it. Or you may put the top card of your stock in the away room, and if you do, burn one.
I like that it does something other than just stand something.
Yeah, it's pay one, burn one.
But
pushing damage at 2.
Accelerating a 3 to front row is pretty good at 2. This is it's an okay body.
Do you not play one of your other standby combos in favor of this in 8 standby?
What?
And I don't think you replace the level 1 combo with this.
I don't dislike this card, but I wouldn't want to give up the level 1 or the level 3. I don't think.
I think you could probably play this instead of the level.
You could
3.
give up the level 3.
You have a bunch of
right.
climax with finishers.
You're completely correct. You could definitely just.
Yeah,
play
you
this.
could actually give up the Milam finisher because there's so many off
Drago
finishers.
Buster is also so fucking expensive.
Yeah, I could see you just playing this and then just playing good stuff.
Yeah.
It lets you put a set 2 Benny Maru straight into the front row,
Especially
which is pretty sick. Makes your board
so
really
then
fat.
these guys are how big? 11/5s.
And if
Plus you probably have a back row.
if you really want to stand out a support instead, you get a burn one at level 2. It's not bad.
Sure.
This is a fine card to hit off standby at level 1. It's not the best card because it doesn't have 2 soul, but it's acceptable. I think this is
also
more
just
than
a
fine.
10k hand encore. That's probably not dying if you stand by the front at 1.
You know what? I
It's
like
a
him.
2/1 10k.
And Benny Maru, he's a cool guy. He's got a
big sword.
He is
Big
a
ol'
really
sword.
cool dude.
He is really
This
cool.
art is fucking sick too.
Yeah, this is this is pretty fire.
What is their demon race of people?
They're
Of
Onis.
Onis.
Onis,
Yeah,
yeah.
They're
all,
the evolved.
They were
they're
ogres.
the
so
evolved,
they
yeah,
became
that's what I meant. I
ogres.
knew they were Oni. They're the evolved Onis or whatever.
They
Well,
were
have, a
ogres.
specific fucking
They were
name,
ogres
right?
and then they're Onis. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, you're right. You're
They're
right.
Majin, right?
Majin.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know. They're all dope. I love all of them. They're the best.
Ogres, Onis. You can't spell onion without Oni.
Yeah, you can't spell. Yeah, they got layers.
Onion.
But seriously, like I wouldn't give up. No way in hell I'm giving up my finisher for this card. That's just me personally.
I
Though.
would.
Well,
Drago Master
you
sucks,
might
dude.
change your mind. There's a really good card that I think is a better finisher than the Milam that doesn't require climax.
Yeah, dude. Drago
No.
Buster sucks, especially
I
when
mean-
you only reveal one card, right, Paru?
When you think about it, like you're not giving up a finisher though, right? Like this card.
This
has
is
finisher
This is
text on
a
it.
finisher.
I think
Burn
there's
for
so
one.
many,
I mean, I guess.
You
there's
know,
so
you know
many
what you can
off
also
finishers
do, right?
now.
You can also play 3 of these in the front row, right? Play your standby, resolve all of them, or oh no, he only activates in the front row.
Yeah.
Damn, I was gonna say burn with all 3 of them and then summon something on top.
I'm pretty
Go
sure
again.
all of your off finishers don't need to be
Oh, you can
played from
resolve
hand.
multiple of this. I didn't
You can
even
do them in
realize
any
that, yeah.
order, right? You can do
Yeah.
them in any order. You can play
You can
the
play 3 of
climax.
this man down and burn
Do the
3.
burn one with this. Resolve the standby. Put your card in tapped. Resolve your second Benny Mar. You stand that card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you don't need to like play any of your off finishers from hand either. So like,
The only one is the
Just-
Shion that like her burn 1 is tied to
yeah,
playing
but you can
from
like
hand.
burn for them.
You can still hit them with the
Yeah,
burn.
you can
for.
hit them with burn for. You can tap yourself out with a burn for. But yeah, I think this is interesting. I would be down to like make a new kind of slime standby deck with this card. All right, I can move on to the next one. Part.
We got Rimuru sitting on the chair with Rimuru. On play heal 1, when he attacks, you can ditch a character. If you have the door and you have 3 or more other Demon Lord characters, which is not the global trait, you can deal 2 damage to your opponent, and he gains 1500 for the turn. So it's kind of like worse Marine locked to a trait specific deck. That's not that great.
Yep.
In that deck, that field requirement should never be an issue, but it does pretty much limit it to only that deck.
Yeah, you can't just splash it in any deck. It also doesn't like, unlike Marine, it doesn't give you like your stock back and dig for its own climax because like Marine is just like a ridiculous card that does everything and hands everything.
Slime
to you on
as a
silver
set.
platter.
Slime as a set does kind of like naturally compress itself pretty well. So you are at least getting the like healing could make you live an extra turn,
Yeah,
and then you can do this again, I guess.
it
I
is
still don't
super
think
cheap.
it's not great though.
Like just okay.
I think there's a Kome specifically for doors. So like an argument to play this card.
Yeah,
is that,
there
like,
is. Yeah,
You'll
it's
always
later, yeah.
have you'll have like pretty consistent access to the climax still.
I guess you could just play like other door combos though.
It's really consistent, and it like does its thing. It's just consistently mediocre.
Yep. All right. Next.
Okie
Andy.
doke. Another Milam. When you play it, you can choose a card from your hand, send to stock. So optional hand to stock's nice. Day 1, send to waiting room. Look at top 4 of your deck for a character. I kind
think
of like that. I like those. That mix of 2 effects is really nice.
Yeah, I
This
think
is an
pretty
Azusa.
cool. Yeah, kinda.
This is an Azusa with extra steps. Think about it.
Kind of, yeah, actually, yeah.
It's like playing over a Chiri.
Okay, it's not like an Azusa. It's like playing a camera, but it's a camera that can attack.
No, dude, it's like playing over a Chiri, but you don't actually have to like play a character on the stage.
Is it like playing over Cheering? Is that the same?
Yeah, because
Card economy?
you're
No, I don't think
minusing
so because this
two.
sacks itself. You're sacking a card from hand to stock. You're sacking this
You're-
from field.
You're minusing 1.
You do
Yeah,
minus
you're going
one.
negative.
You minus
It's
one. You
the
make
same
one.
thing
Which
as playing
is the
over a
same.
Chiri.
Oh, it's
economy,
playing over a
yeah.
Cheery. Okay. It's playing over a Cheery that doesn't take a board slot to it kicks itself, and it can it could just hand to stock or just check for. I don't know. I thought
That's
it
a
was
nice mix
interesting.
of utility. It's a good mix of utility. Like gives you extra stock if you need it late game, but then also like digs for you and like mills through your deck. I
Or
don't
just
know. It
makes
seems like
itself
a really,
go
really good card.
even on turn for just minus
Opens
one.
up a
Demon
spot for
Lord.
standby.
It is a
It's a
demon,
Demon
lord.
Lord. You gotta have the
Milims
Demon
are
Lord
demon
tally.
lord.
Correct.
All right, next card. 1-0 Rimuru. He's in a trance or something. During your turn, all of your other demon continent characters get 500 power. At the start of your climax phase, if you're level 2 or higher, you can pay 1 and send this to memory. to choose this 2/1 Rimuru in your waiting room, put it on stage in this card's former slot, and then you can pay 1, tap any two of your characters to check top 4 at a level 1 or higher card. So it's like a Resonate engine without the Resonate, but only for level 1 or higher, but you have to tap 2. And then even if he's tapped, you can pay 1, send him to memory, change him into the 2/1, which is kind of nice. You get a little Saikano change train action going on.
Is this before and after Rimuru literally commits like war crimes?
Yeah.
Look,
he
man, spoilers.
I didn't
does-
say
He does.
He only
indeed.
murders like 3,000 people.
what. No, isn't it like 10,000
Yeah,
people?
it's some insane number. It's like, he comes up to him and he what is it? Is it Diablo who comes up
yeah,
to him?
it's Diblis comes up to
So
him.
Diblis comes up to him and he's like, bro, you're like not high enough on the leaderboards, bro. You need this you need this KDR. You need like a 10,000 to 1 KDR, brother. You need to get the hell out there.
You need a
And he's
10,000
like,
kill
and he's
streak.
like, the moral quandary of killing thousands of innocents. And then he's like, I'll do it.
No, but
Now,
they killed his Tomodachi.
As I understand it, in the manga, this was a really well done scene. In the anime, he's just like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah,
I'll kill them all.
I remember
I
watching
have
it.
heard.
I remember watching
Yeah.
in the anime. It was kind of like, yeah, fuck it, brother. You need that KD up,
I-
bro.
I remember
grind them stats.
Yeah, I remember when I watched this episode, I went to him just like, is it like is he like just like fuck it in the manga? And it was like, no, it's actually like it's something.
It's
he
like a
thinks
whole like
real.
multi-page ordeal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a big moral choice. I mean, the light novel too, obviously.
Oh, sorry, I
But,
meant
yeah.
the light novel.
Oh yeah,
not
I
the
mean, well,
manga.
there's a manga too. The manga does a pretty good
Okay.
job. But yeah, the show is just like he's like, yeah,
It's really cool though.
his Rimur's KD needs to be pretty high to turn into a demon lord. So
You do get
He's-
some like nice power fantasy watching Rimuru, you know, just blasting.
He does just fucks people up.
This card, on the other hand, what is the
This card
other
is
one even do?
not fucking people up.
you can plus and then send them to
Oh
memory.
god, what
I
does
think
this
it's
thing
fine.
summon?
It
is
What's
a
the,
whole-
what's the
eventually
2/1 do?
eventually this change train turns into the finisher.
Oh, it's not even that good.
Yeah, it turns into the finisher that we just saw, the Marine
No.
S card.
No, it does not.
It doesn't? I thought it did.
It
No.
turned into the
Oh, it
blue.
turns
No,
into a
it
different
turn-
card. It turns
turns
into
into a
blue
burn free.
finisher.
Which is
Hmm.
it's like the same. Honestly, it's like the same shit.
I think this is fine.
It's like-
It's like okay. I think you could do a lot worse than playing this. It at least gives you a plus. It at least doesn't have to be standing to turn into the next part of the chain. So you can do
Oh, true.
both on the same turn. The fact that it's just a global 5 is like really fucking whatever. Like please like do literally anything then give 500 power. Like bro, like I don't know. We have cards like Majima that give characters like insane abilities to front. Like we can get a little crazier, I think, with these like cards that have passive assist abilities.
Now this
In the
does
modern game.
impact like positively. The 500 power is relevant for the next card.
Okay, the next card. Here we go.
Oh.
This is-
No, this is me.
Yeah.
1-0 Rimuru combo. During your turn, if you have 2 or more others, 2k, so it's 6,500. And then on attack, if you have the door and you have another demon kind character, choose one of your characters. This gains the following ability on reverse search. When get something on reverse search.
It's
Turn it.
dog.
Corone, yeah.
Dog. We like dog. Dog's a good combo. Corona
It's
good.
dogs. Dogs that are the same size.
Wow, 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 wow,
Wow, wow, wow, wow, wow.
wow.
That's when she gets the BFG and Doom.
Yeah.
It's good. It's
Corona's
door.
a good. Dog good. And it's a door. Door
He's looking real
choice.
cute.
Same thing.
Oh my god, the card and the climax are like I can be your angle or your devil.
You're your devil. Yeah. That's funny. All right. Paru, go ahead. You get this one.
Oh, you like that one? Wait, thank
I
you.
don't know
Thank
why
you.
that one was so funny.
Thank you. All right, we got Shuna. She's looking real cute on play. Ditch 1 if you have a yellow card in your level zone. You may pay cost. If you do, look it up to 4 from the top of your deck. Choose a level 1 or higher card from among them. Show it to your opponent. Add to hand. Send the rest to the waiting room. It's like the Subaru from HoloLive, just with like some different colors going on.
There's a lot of check fours in this set.
You
Zaza
can play this
stuff.
with Diblo because you're already yellow red.
It's Azusa.
It is Azusa.
It's yeah.
For level 1 or higher.
It's exactly
Play it-
Subaru except
you play it
yellow
with
instead of
Diblis.
blue. Yeah, I mean, dude, these fucking, it's fucking Azusa. If you
It's
can play
fucking-
it, you play it. Like, I don't know, it's an A minus. It's like,
awkward colors.
how
kind of.
far do we have to go to make
Is it
Azusa a
awkward?
card that you will not play?
Well, awkward that like you have to level yellow and then play a red card. You know, you could.
Notably,
it's-
notably,
sometimes.
unlike Aqua, the Shuna does not color set. At least
Your
I
level
don't
1
think
combo
it did.
being
It does
yellow
not.
Yeah,
means
you're,
that you're already
play this
wanting
in
to
the-
experience yellow anyways.
You'd play this in a mostly yellow deck, like the Win Choice deck. So
Well,
your
yeah,
deck's
but you might not
already-
have red to play this then.
Sure, but
Yeah,
like
you
that
could, you could. That is the
in
best.
every deck, right? That plays 2 colors at level 1. That's like a possibility.
Yeah, you're not like stretching your ability to play cards by including this.
I'm a slut for
Well, you do
Azusa.
a little bit because it
I'll jump through.
forces what you level.
I'm like
You're
I'm
always
like
No,
leveling
you
yellow.
want
You
you
could
want to
level red
level
and
yellow.
clock
bro.
yellow.
I'm like the circus lion, dude. Give me all the hoops. I'll jump through them all just to play this card. Just let me do it. Like let me play.
Wait,
the
I'm
card.
confused, Andy. I'm sure you have decks where you play different colors at level 1. You play like a red level 1 combo, and then like a yellow off level 1. Like sometimes you have to choose.
Yeah, but it forces what you level though. You can't be like, oh, I'm gonna just how my hand and like how my clock works out. I'm gonna level a red card then clock yellow, and I have them both.
Sure,
You're like
that
forced
is like
to level a yellow.
I've quite.
yes.
I
think
played
that's
quite
the
a bit of
concession to make
Russia.
for this profile.
It is annoying to like sometimes have games where your Azusa isn't online. But as it turns out, modern decks process their decks like enough that in those games that like
And don't you think
not the
that
worst.
do you think that in Russia it would have been a lot better if the Subaru required you to have like yellow for the Coronet?
Yes.
Like if it was already
Yeah.
the same color as the level 1 combo you're playing?
yeah.
True.
Like this
This is
works
a
a
little
lot
bit
better.
because it's the off card instead of being the primary card. Where
Yeah.
you know, because it's the same color as a combo you could play. Yeah, I think that makes. I'm holding with the A minus again. Oz is a slut here. I'll jump through all the hoops.
Jesus Christ.
I bet you don't
fucking-
even
Made
have
on
4
YouTube.
SR Azusas.
No, I don't fucking own any Idol Master cards except for the 1 million live deck.
Isn't Azus on SP?
It's an SR, but it's a
Ah.
signed SR.
Ooh.
All right, next.
Uh-oh, broken card alert.
Broken card alert. Okay.
Oh,
2/1
no.
Shuna. All your other human continents get 1,000 power, and if you have this 0/0
Miron.
Juron,
Miron.
How you say?
all your other demon continent characters get the ability this cannot be targeted.
Global
Yeah.
hexproof.
Well, what is this
Yeah.
level 0
It's a
do?
brain-
It's a
brainstorm.
brainstorm. Yeah.
It also gives
Okay.
global 1K if the
It is
other
a
thing's
card
on the field.
thing to play.
So you have global 2K and global hexproof.
It's like Armin, but for all the lanes.
That seems pretty good.
Also,
Yeah,
they
it's
have a
nuts.
broken level 2
It's not that
combo.
it- it's not
they have
that it
better
seems
Alice
good.
at level 2, Andy.
It's not that it seems good. It is good.
It is good. This card's really fucking good. This
I'd
whole
give
package
I'd
is
give an
dumb.
S to this and the Miron.
Yeah, it's like A plus. It's so good. I can't give it
Whatever,
like the
man.
S.
Whatever, man. It's the same shit.
Bro, Alice.
Scores don't mean anything.
We're giving it the 0.5.
Scores don't
I'm
mean
giving her the-
anything. Do I gotta
I'm
kick you
giving
off
Shuna
this
the
show?
1.5.
Look,
What's the
A
What's the
plus
opportunity
0.5.
cost to play this? Like,
What do you
Ha-
lose out on to play this?
ha-
Good question. What does the Miron Brainstorm do?
the
what
Miron
is the-
package, if you
the
commit
salvage
to
or
it,
surge?
if you commit to the Miron package, you do not spam heals as much at 2 because you would like to fill your board with Mirons. However, the Mirons rip cards out of your deck so you cancel more. Like they like Yuki your
Allegedly.
second deck. They like
okay.
Yuki your second deck.
I can kind of like identify like an actual problem here.
Okay, hit me
Is
with
the
it.
Miron level 2 searches from deck, right? To
Yes.
hand. The Brainstorm also searches from deck to hand.
Oh,
so,
so you
like,
don't get you lose
reach
out
a
on
point
salvage
where, like,
access.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of waiting room access if you're playing all this. But like,
That's
you're,
what TD
hopefully your
Rimuru
level
is
1. Hey, there you go.
TD Rimuru.
But your level 1 combo is on attack salvage. So
You know,
No.
so many years later, TD Rimuru is still a completely cracked card that should go in every slime deck that
I
you
mean,
have this slot for.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, if you can only resolve 2 Miron the next turn, I think you're still probably
Yeah,
doing
you're
pretty
still probably
fine.
doing good. Yeah.
Are you talking about the 2-1 Miron combo?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll get you know what
We'll
like
get
do
there.
the full full
Okay,
spiel
yeah.
and
Yeah,
then
I'm a little confused at the moment, but it seems really good on its own.
yeah.
Global hexproof, pretty good.
You can also play a second one of these things, so that both of the global hexproof givers are also hexproof, and Eins cannot touch you anymore.
Yeah,
You are immune to the skeleton bad touch.
yeah, you cannot be touched by Eins.
Yeah, he cannot give you the bad touch. He cannot nuke your board.
Megalovania stops.
Yeah, Megalovania. Megalovania. It's just comes to a pin drop. All right, next card. Whose card is this? Paru. What's she looking at? Big shadow.
I think I saw a funny edit of this card where it was something.
Yeah,
else.
I think I know.
Yeah.
This is Carmen.
Yeah,
Is it
it's
mine?
Carmen. Because Andy just read the
okay.
global.
All right. If you have 4 more other Demon Lord characters, this gives -1 level or hand. If you have 2 or more other Demon Lord characters, this gives 2,500 power and hand on core for Demon Lord characters only. And then you can top X check on play for the number of your Demon Lord characters. Notably, all the effects on this card look really good until you remember it only works with
Yeah.
Demon Lord.
That's the face you make when
This
you're
is
looking at
a
your
payoff for like playing Demon Lord.
Yeah, like this card. Don't get it
Good.
twisted. This card is 3 really good lines of text for like an early play, except it can only be played in the Demon Lord.
that's the face you make when you're looking at the rest of the cards on your board to make sure you have condition.
That's when you're
Yeah.
sitting across from Eins and you aren't playing the Shuna stuff.
Yeah,
You're like, oh,
it's like, oh no, here he comes.
Uh-oh. I'm not going to have hand on here for very long.
Here I come. All right, next card.
all right. Oh, I got the good card.
You did all.
Level 3 Maru. I'll play heal. And on attack, if you have a yellow, red, and blue card in your level zone for experience, you can pay 1, ditch a demon continent character. If you do reveal a top card of your deck, if it's X or lower, deal X damage. Or if you reveal a top card of your deck and deal X damage from X to the level of the revealed card, +1.
It's better, Miki!
It's better Miki, and it's a healer. This is what you play instead of a finisher.
Yeah, in the 8 pants Miron deck, you just don't even play a finisher combo.
Isn't the
You just play
appeal of
this-
stuff like Miki and Yo that they come down at level 2 and attack
Not
immediately?
always. I mean,
So
Miki
Andy,
doesn't
so that
come
Miron
out
deck
either,
ends
does
up
it?
compressing.
Okay.
So you end up compressing so well in like the pants deck that like you can you can actually go for a turn 2 kind of game plan even against all of these like ridiculous
Insane
like
decks.
turbo finisher decks. So you can like play this card down and like heal and do the thing, and your opponent goes to, like 3-4 or whatever, and then do it again the next turn because you have infinite resources in that deck. And plus, he might actually just live cross turn because he's going to be 12k hexproof. And then this also goes with the Xion. Like you want to play like 2 Benny Marus and a Xion.
Yep. Card good.
Did we get to the Shion yet or no?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, we
It's
saw it already. It was the on
the
attack
one that burns
pay 2, ditch
for-
2, burn 4.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
I like this card. Heals. Miki burn +1. Can't even
I mean,
whiff.
Slime also just has like
It's-
other good off finisher cards, right?
Yeah. It's
You have a set one, Milam, too.
It is yet another climaxless off finisher card for Slime that also heals, that like actually does a reasonable amount of damage. And like with the Miron, you can actually like thin the low level cards out of your deck actively if you really wanted to. If you're really trying to like min max your damage with this card on your current deck.
It is possible to whiff the condition for this because
Yes.
most of your like cards are going to be like blue.
Except
But-
you have this really like cool deck bonder that also selects for color.
Yeah, because like you don't have to worry about it. The deck plays itself, John.
It's interesting. I'm not completely sold on it, but
Don't worry, my guy. We're
once
gonna
we get
see
to blue, I might be.
sauce, blue is where the sauce is. This is just like the
This is
This is
the
This is
Uh,
just
like
the
the-
nugget, right? We're gonna get to the sauce.
this is
What-
the
Yeah.
garnish.
the garnish.
yeah. This is the parsley on top.
All right, next card.
Got Leon.
Am
Am I reading Leon?
Yep, yeah, you got it.
Uh,
I am the great
on
Leon.
sent from stage to waiting room. Look it up to 4. Choose a climax with a door from among them. Add it to hand. Send the rest to waiting room. If you added a card, ditch one. He has Demon Lord trait.
Why
So
is this not
like-
on play if it's locked to only doors?
Uh,
I don't know.
I don't know.
They don't like printing on play Kome.
It's still good.
Still good. So it has Demon
Like-
Lord trait. So
Yeah, it's like I'll pay off for Demon Lord. You have like good consistent like climax.
C plus only
Insurance.
because Demon Lord only. Basically. All right, next. Back to Andy.
Yep, this is the 2/1 Rimuru that 1/0 memory card changes into. So this is a level assist 500, and then you can pay 1 send this to memory to turn it into that level 3 blue Rimuru. Which what does that one do?
End of attack, burn 3,
Okay,
and also
Um,
check 3 on play. So it's
I-
like a little train.
I really don't know what to think about this one. Like how the whole change package like goes together, especially when you're red blue. From what it was sounding like you were saying, like you'd rather play like the Benny Maru stuff at level 3.
Yeah, I
the
wouldn't be
yellow, blue, red
excited to
deck?
like play this stuff, but I don't think it's bad. But I think Slime is a better option.
Yeah, I don't think this change train is the worst thing ever, but I don't think it's very good. I think
It's
it's
neat.
like it creates
Good
a
flavor.
it creates a completely acceptable deck that you could play. I think
It has
that
cool
is,
flavor. You get to commit war crimes, and then he goes back to being happy.
because after
I mean,
you
he doesn't even change into the finisher until you're already level 3. You can't even like.
I mean,
do
the
it that way.
Psychono one was the same way.
yeah, it's like the Psychono package instead of being like an early play package.
Except you don't.
I
It's
don't
not
know.
nowhere near as good as the Sakano one.
Yeah, we can't all be.
Well, the Psychono one also has
Kato.
like 6 extra lines of text on it.
Yeah, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh
Brian
card.
calls that one "girl with egg," or so does Tanner. They call it Kato "girl with egg," because her hat looks like an egg.
I
It
see.
looks like she's holding an egg. That's some
okay.
lore. Paru, you got any thoughts about that one?
No, I don't
egg-
have
egg
anything to say
focused.
about it.
You don't have any egg focused commentary.
I don't have any egg.
egg related commentary. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just thought I'd check. All right. Next card. Is this me? It has to be me. What's this guy's name again? He's
I don't know,
another one
he's
of the
the-
Demon Lords.
he's
another
kinda
one. of the
gay.
Demon Lords.
That's
his
all
name
I
is
remember.
Guy.
Gee. Okay.
He's a little gay. That's all I remember.
All of your the totally not Marin Rimuru combo get 1,000 power, and your opponent can't play backups, and it's a 1,500 assist in front to Demon Lord only characters.
They can still play events. I don't think I really care.
Yeah.
Most anti-damage is in the form of like character backups right now.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, like Mishoku.
Oh yeah,
Alive.
yeah.
This set literally has.
It does give you like randomly
Anti-line.
anti-backup. You can like throw a single copy in your deck for when you queue into tap counter. Okay, yeah, I think that's fine.
It's. I mean, and 15
I
is
guess
also
that's
just like
fair.
a lot of power to like just be getting.
Yeah. Pretty
It
much.
Oh,
makes
it's
your
just
Rimuru a big boy.
no, it's frontal.
It's
right?
not
Yeah,
global. It's
frontal.
frontal
It's
15.
assist, yeah.
So your early play, the one with hand encore, sits at 12. I think that's pretty all right.
So wait, is this frontal or global? I'm the wording
Frontal.
there's
Assist
confusing.
Frontal.
15.
Assist,
Assist-
front.
assist
Assist is
front.
always the 2 characters in front.
Assist keyword as always.
Here, so it's what 13k 14 with the climax.
Yes. And then
That's
they
a
get
lot
an
of-
additional 1,000, so 50.
Back.
That's an okay standby target, but then the Demon Lord deck looks like it's 8 door.
The Demon Lord
Uh,
deck is 8
I
door
mean,
only.
I don't think
You can't stand
by
by it,
enough.
unfortunately, because like you have nothing to summon. Because Rimuru before set 3 is not Demon Lord.
Oh, hey, speaking of doors, on the next card here.
Auga.
This is dangerously close to Guilty Crown.
Yeah, it's almost Guilty Crown. It's almost Guilty Crown. This is Ollie. Go ahead.
Oh, we got the harpy girl. I can't remember her name. All your other demon lords get 500 power, and then rest to 5-card brainstorm for doors.
Almost.
Pretty good.
Almost. We can never have. Who's her name? It's been so long since Inori.
Nori.
We can.
Even I've never seen Guilty Crown, and even I know that.
Bro, please give me a break. Do you know how drunk I had to get to finish Guilty Crown?
Bro,
It's, like,
okay,
bad, huh?
You didn't
but
like
when
Guilty
you're like,
Crown?
It's my favorite Egoist music
not a
video,
good
Andy.
show. Okay, dude, but that show looks so fucking pretty. Being like high or drunk while watching it's probably a pretty good experience.
It looks better than shit they make nowadays, and it's like
Look,
over a
I just
decade
said
old, the
it was
show's
my
so good.
favorite Egoist music video. Next card.
it's
Paru.
Paru.
Oh, it's Dio.
Who is this? This is the Clayman.
The
on play-
Clayman!
Oh, no, his name is Clayman.
Oh!
The Clayman.
Fight! The
Clayman. On play, discard 1 demon continent character. When he's played, you can summon a level 0 from your waiting room, and that card gets plus 3,000 until the end of turn. And at the end of turn, you send that character to waiting room.
That's hella flavor.
Yep.
What? This is just it's Ramorous but shitter.
It's not Ramorous. It's a different.
It's
thing.
like a ditch
I know, it's, like,
salvage.
bad.
Or a ditch summon.
It's a spawner that kills whatever it spawns.
But it
I'm
gives
sure that
3K.
there is
I don't
some.
like it.
I'm sure there's something
It's-
you'd want to summon off of this, but it's probably so
I mean,
niche that
you
it's
could,
like
you could
I
summon.
think it's just a flavor card.
You could summon cards with on-death effects.
true, like
Shuna,
the
or-
cheery.
yeah, cheery stuff like that. There's something there. I don't think it's the worst thing ever.
It's neat, but like
Yeah, it's just
probably
like a
not better
random.
than just playing like the Azusa.
It's like we haven't seen a summoner that gives power and then the card dies. So figured it was worth mentioning. Speaking of card that
You know, this is
interesting
really similar to a
combination of
Vivi card.
effects.
Okay.
What, this
Yeah.
one?
The Clayman.
The
It's like
Clayman?
kind of similar. Yeah,
Vivi Seri.
it's Benny.
All right, whatever. Benjamin Maru, 1/1.
Shut the fuck up.
Benjamin.
All your characters are
Oh, Benny boy!
Oh my god, it's Diet.
he
Yo.
gets 2,000 power, so he's 7,500. 1/1. When your other demon continent is frontal attack, you can sack this to give 2,500. It's like it's just a field backup.
It's Diet Gal, dude.
It's
Oh,
a it's a
Actually,
1/1. It's a
Could you
1/1.
play this in 8 standby and
Yeah,
just have like,
I would-
even more field counters?
Would you? I would still.
Why
play
would you
Gal.
just play
If you-
Gals?
If you were not playing a level 1 combo, you could play this to like curve into your 2/2s, where your 1/1s become like not.
It's like he's
Yeah,
a level 1 target
I
himself.
think I would still want to like play like the Rimuru combo.
It is
I
a
think I
thing
would
you
too,
could
but I mean,
do.
you could play him too.
Good old
Could I
Ben-
think you'll run out of space though.
Benjamin
You'll find that you don't have
Maru.
enough. Because like if you try to put 1/1s in like the current 8 standby deck, you find that it runs out of
Yeah,
space.
you don't have.
But
the
you're also
slots.
playing the event in that deck, so like maybe, maybe if you're not playing the event and you're not playing like the Milam, maybe it's fine. But I don't
Maybe if
think
you're
you'd play,
playing
like,
the
Corvus.
yeah, maybe if you're not playing the Milam finisher, but you're playing the level 2 combo instead.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
you'll
standby.
free up like
Standby.
3 slots. You'll free up like 3 slots doing that. which is
I think
fine.
this has like use in 8 standby.
Yeah. I think it's neat because I think Geld is good and this is just Geld but like minus.
Geld Jr.
It's
Alright.
Geld
Benji
Jr.
Blue
Maru.
time. Slime time.
Uh-oh, is that a good blue card I see?
Is it? I didn't read it. Level 0 Rimuru. If all of your demon characters if you're playing a legal slime deck, he gets 1500 power and the following ability. At the start of your
Not
opponent's
true.
attack phase, you can move this to an empty front row center slot. Are there slime cards that don't have demon continent?
Yes, I think there's one. It's like human Rimuru in the
Oh,
TD from
yeah.
that one.
Okay. And then
Sorry, I
during this
didn't
card's
mean to
battle, no,
actually,
you're good. And then during this card's battle, when the damage you take is canceled, you can send this to stock. So he's a 3K center runner.
It's like actually like a pretty good plus
And
and
on
zero.
on defense, he can go to stock.
If you cancel, yes. What card is this? Is this another card?
You can play any slime card alongside this except for this one.
Except for him. He cannot be
Damn.
on the board.
I don't know if this is actually better than like a 3,500 center runner. I think like that extra
I
power
don't think
might
it
be
is.
worth more.
I think
It's probably not, but it's fine. It's
I
blue.
think it's
I
like
mean,
fine. It's like
Blue
if you.
doesn't have good plus and zeros.
Oh, blue has a clean
it's-
cut.
I
Okay,
fucking
dude.
hate clean cut, but
Clean
you
cut
know,
sucks, dude.
I'll hit you with
What the
the.
hell is
you know,
wrong
you're
with
right.
you
What do
people?
you
Clean
mean
cut's
clean
the best
cut
thing ever.
sucks?
I don't. Okay, I don't like clean. Maybe
Clean
maybe
cut,
my
clean cut's the best, dude.
look.
Clean
Maybe
cut
my
sucks,
brain is
dude.
just too fucking fried. But like, in my opinion, right? I don't mean to get too political here. So everyone's strapped. Everyone's strapped in.
Whoa,
Everyone's
whoa,
strapped in. Clean cut is
Having an
not
opinion
a
on the
plus.
internet?
Clean cut
Oh
is
my
plus
god,
and
just
plus.
because the plus is on the board, you can't discriminate.
Okay,
it's
no,
still a
clean cut is
plus.
half. Clean cut's half a plus.
Clean
Well,
cut.
no, it's not half. It's a plus.
I don't
it's
want
half
to
a
get into
plus.
this argument, but clean cuts are not pluses.
Clean cut is like is
in the
clean cut is
traditional
literally
way
half
they are
an A press.
used.
Clean cut is literally a plus. What are you
Clean
talking
cut
In
is
the
about?
literally a
traditional way
plus.
that
It's a
clean cuts
field
are
plus.
used,
What do
it's
you
not a
mean?
field plus. You're
Yes,
not
it is.
promoting that card to attack again.
Yes, you.
You still have to play something into that slot next turn. You did not plus anything.
It's true. You didn't.
Okay.
I've had the
wait,
time.
wait.
Sometimes you push it forward
No,
and
no,
attack.
no.
plus a stock.
Sometimes you
plus
do.
a stock.
If you push it forward, then yes, it's a plus.
Okay, it's kind of like a stock charge, but like you were gonna play that card anyway. It's like saying like being able to attack with your brainstorm wasn't a valuable thing.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying that people that say it's a straight plus are like
It's not
In
the
the
same
time
as a
text
plus
that
and
it's
zero.
used.
I'm
Like
down
the
to say
runner
it's
we
not
just
the
saw.
same as
We're
like
looking at.
a traditional field plus.
you can
because,
say that it's cheating an attack. Sure, that's a valid.
like yeah. So like if this
valid
card
thing to
lives,
say.
right? If this card lives and you stay at 0, this card literally goes +1 because it stays in the front row and attacks again.
Yes.
Like, but with a clean cut, I get what you're saying. It's like you clean cut a brainstorm. The brainstorm sits in the back row and doesn't go back up to the front unless you're still at 0 and you play another clean cut. Like, it's not really a plus. I understand.
I also this card like actually like as unlikely as it may be, this card does also have application later in the game because it can sometimes randomly net you stock.
True, but that means you have to be because it's off turn, like on defense, not like when this card's damage is canceled, but when your damage received
it
is
has to live.
canceled. Yeah, so you would have to like,
Yeah,
which can be awkward.
that's what I
later
was
in the
saying.
game.
It's not likely, but it's
I mean, it can
still,
work from the it can't work from the
it's
back row.
it's still more utility
Right.
than a typical 3500 center runner.
If it
It
was
is.
just like when this card's damage is canceled, I think it would be really good. Well, it would be marginally better. I think it's fine.
It's fine.
If you want a traditional blue field plus, this is your guy.
Cooler card. Next card. All right.
All right.
Hell
I
yeah.
do get the
All he
cool
keeps
card.
getting the cool ones.
I got like shitters like the last like 3 times besides these last 2
I don't know
cards.
what's actually cool about this. You guys are gonna have to enlighten me here.
So we got this 2/1 Miron. If you have 2 or more other, if you're playing the game, basically, this is a 10-5. When you play the pants climax, now stop me if you've heard this effect before. You get, if you have 4 or more other demon content characters, you get to search your deck for a demon content character, add your hand, and then choose a demon content character in your waiting room and send it to stock.
Yeah, but these don't play at level 1.
So
Right.
Brainstorm.
Right. But it's still like, okay, so this combo was played before Alice, like in multiple decks.
Why?
Like Million Knife played this. Love Life.
The power of the
Superstar played
Alice
this.
combo is that it like is at level 1.
Because it is recurring, like it's the same reason you play Kanata, because it's like recurring like resource generation.
you're also in a deck that also has a level 1 combo to play.
Right. So the way that this works, right, is you play the Shizu level 1 combo into this thing, and then use this thing to compress your deck super hard and set up for all your off climax finishers, and then you have like 2 turns at level 3 with your off climax finishers to kill your opponent.
This card is also better than Alice at level 2.
This card is also bigger than Alice. It's 12-5 before anything else happens, right? Well, it's 12-5 with the setup, which you'll have,
And it's hexproof.
and it's hexproof. You have memory kit counters, you have anti-change, you have that Ramorous plus soul counter.
It's because, Andy, every turn you have this down on the field. So you play this down on the field. The first turn you play it, you get your stock back. You get your card back, and you get a giant body on the field. It lives again. You play the climax combo again. You go like insane. It's because it's like Kanata, where it's like if Kanata sticks, you just go off.
I feel like the highs with Kanata are better than this though.
It's
Kanata's
this is
grabbing you
even
like
easier.
2 cards in any combination anytime.
Right, but Kanata also requires like, you know, people are gonna say like, oh, it's so easy, you just play helmet and you get it all. But like Kanata requires like some setup.
Okay, and I'm
You
gonna
just-
throw this out there too. You guys love this card, but you hate the Toph from Avatar.
What Toph are you talking about?
The 3/2. The one it like
Toph,
Yeah,
Toph
that's-
is a
it's
Toph
stocks
is a
and then has to
minus.
go to your
That-
hand.
that-
Wait. Toph is a minus to play.
Yeah, Toph is a straight.
Yeah, but
minus
it's
to
adding
play.
your card back to your hand, and then when
No,
you
it
do it the
doesn't.
second time, you go
Okay,
nuts.
wait,
No,
Andy.
it
So you
doesn't.
playing Toph from hand is equivalent to like, imagine if this card
like
said
playing a
on play.
Kanata.
Shut up for a
No, it's
second,
not.
please. Imagine this card said on play, discard a card. That's basically what Toph says, right? On
Top
play,
is not
discard a
plusing you
card.
on its first turn.
Yeah, it doesn't plus you until you do it a second time.
The
This is
Toph
plussing you right
on,
there.
on attack, you get a salvage and you stock.
But on
right?
play,
Yes,
you lose
and
a
you-
card
On
because
you have to
play
play
the
it.
counter.
You have to play the 1/1, then sack the 1/1 to play the 3/2 from hand. That's a
Okay,
minus
so
1.
so does Kanata.
Right, which is why we're saying this card is better.
Yeah, this card is better because it's
You think this is
neutral
better
to
than-
slam.
you think this is better than
Kanata
Kanata?
also
I
gets
do.
more
I
cards
do think this
back
is better than
than
Kanata.
Toph
I mean,
does.
in a vacuum, yeah, it's not anti-changeable. It's hex proof. It rips cards out of your deck so that you can actually cancel.
Most answers
Unlike
to Kanata,
Kanata.
this card cannot like lose to.
Kanata's
Tom and
only as
Todd-
good. Kanata's only as good as the cards it can pick up. It just how happens. Kanata is in Hololive, where Hololive has a bazillion cracked cards it can pick up. That a lot of them happen to be defensive counters.
So the card I added to the slide of this, by the way, it's a 106k with Clock Encore. So it's like the Miko from Hololive. It also is on play search for this Miron. So like you have like the same sort of like assurance that Hololive has. So even though you're playing a cigarettes combo, it's pretty easy to pick this up because if you
Yeah.
don't hit a level 2, you can just grab the level 1 instead.
Yeah, you remember how like in old slime, like you basically almost always triple comboed with
Yeah, well,
Shizu.
yeah.
Now it's like you basically always triple this. You'll like double Shizu, and like always triple this usually.
And if you like sit against this card, I maybe it's just like reading it through text. It's like
Yeah, maybe.
you
I
can't
mean,
like visualize it, but like sitting across from this thing is like really frustrating.
Yeah, you sit across from a field full of
Uninteractable
12-5.
12-5s
12-5 hexproof, 13-5 on attacks.
that grab
um,
that grab whatever counter they want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
the-
thing answers whatever your deck can answer it with.
okay, well let me riddle you this. Would you play
What's up?
Alice without like the brainstorm package?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
People
are
literally
doing that.
do.
After the ban
Really?
list, that's like a
Yes.
very common thing to do.
Yeah, it's extremely common.
You play the level 1 Yuki with the level 2 Alice with the level 3 Curiosana.
Yeah,
Or the
it's like-
Goddess
It's
Which-
actually just a worse version
Yeah,
of this.
which is literally only held back by the fact that this deck does that strategy better.
Andy, the reason that like people aren't so high on that deck is because Miron just does that exact same thing but better. I
That's
promise this
really
is really
interesting.
good.
Yeah.
And I wish it wasn't good because I don't want to have to buy old blue cards.
But you do.
Well,
have to.
unfortunately.
Yeah,
You do.
but this is like really good.
Okay. It's not that I doubt you guys. I'm gonna like give it like the B plus. I'm like a little skeptical still, but you guys are probably right.
So what exactly
say,
are your
yeah.
like what is your like biggest hang up with this card?
That is like at level 2. Like you're giving up your finisher.
No, you're
to
not.
Well, I
power,
mean, you're
like,
not
run
really
this
giving
if
up
you're
your-
running
okay, well,
through-
hang
I
on.
guess you
Your
have like
power-
off finishers and stuff, but
You have really good off finishers. Like
Yeah, we
saw
have
already.
we read like 3.
I mean,
good
like, yeah,
off
did you
finishers,
not-
and
I
there's
guess
did
my
you
more
not
hang
than
up
read those?
is
that.
I guess my hang up is like it's just so unconventional to like typical Weiss, and maybe that's just
What do you mean?
it's
We,
weird.
doesn't
to
make
me
it
to, like,
Andy,
a spicy one,
Andy,
right?
we literally, unless your finisher fucking 360 no scopes people from 2-0, we literally haven't been playing that kind of Weiss for like 3 years. Where have you been? Like literally, we've been focusing on the mid game like this entire fucking time. We literally haven't been playing ultra finishers unless they are truly ultra finishers that TRV style kill people from 1-5.
I just
or
want to say,
lower.
like, every time this exact like combo, stock one, add one to hand, has like come up in like a set in the last few years, it's been played.
Yeah, as far back as Million Live.
Million
Makoto,
Live 1,
like
and that one
literally
was on
Makoto.
reverse.
That
one
one's
was on reverse.
on a stock soul.
And a
On
worse
a
power
stock soul,
condition.
and people still played it. People still jammed it into like a good chunk of Million Live decks.
Because level 2 is like the only time in Weiss where like you can, you know how like you're playing
Reasonably get
another
more
card
total
game,
returns.
you're playing another card game, and you like stabilize against the aggro deck, and you start to come back, and they start to bleed out of shit. Level 2 in
Yeah.
Weiss is literally your only time where you can try to mirror that experience. And these kind of combos help you do that. Where you've ripped through your first deck, you've compressed, this card compresses you further while going neutral on resources, and if it lives back, which it probably will, because it grabs card to protect itself, you're playing 8 pants, so you can reasonably get the climax again to slam it. You literally just go insane, and your opponent has nothing.
What's incredible? What the most frustrating things about this card is when they have the anti-change counter, they use it and then they combo next turn, just get all the cards they use for that counter back.
Yep.
Now
I
the
get-
fail case, even like the fail case for this card actually is if you just play it as like a raw 12/5 hexproof, and hope you trigger a pants and do it on the next turn, and it probably still like you probably keep 2 out of 3 of them, right? Just like naturally,
Yeah, you probably do.
unless you're playing against some like turbo offense deck like Quint Standby, I guess.
Or like, I don't know, like Ari Ferretta 2-soul. Like
Sure.
something insane.
I meant power wise, not like damage output.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
You-
like power-wise.
I feel like I've seen this effect printed a lot, and like I felt like it never really saw play. I know Goblin Slayer had it, and like no one played it.
Did it really?
Did Goblin Slayer have
Well,
this?
it didn't sit as big. It was like some Sword Maiden,
I'm
and it
fact
was like
checking.
a 2/1.
I'm fact checking them too.
Yeah, I'm also
I have the card
fact-checking.
right here. I'll post it in Discord.
Sure. It's not that I
It-
doubt you. I just want to like see what it says.
Yeah,
I just doubt you.
It's not that I doubt you. I just
it-
think you're wrong.
It's not as good.
Oh, no.
Like, it
This
doesn't
card
sit
is,
as big,
This
but-
card is a lot
Oh, the
worse.
problem is that the Sword Maiden is like not big off turn,
Yeah.
and it's on reverse.
Yeah, I mean
way
it's
too
not
small.
as good as the Miron, but like
Oh,
make
it's
you make
literally
it
the
out,
Makoto.
like, you make it out like the search and the stock is such a huge deal.
Well, no,
Yeah,
no,
this
no.
card is
Well,
better
It's-
stats.
you don't
but
have
it's
it's
to-
the search
slightly
and the
worse
stock.
stats.
And
You ain't
no,
paying for those
okay,
things.
5k less power is a lot less stats, Andy. It's a
Okay, Makoto sat pretty
This is
big too.
This is
Super
3K less
defendable
than
bottle.
Miron and needs a reverse.
It's not even 3k less than Miron. It's 5k less than Miron. That's during your turn.
Oh, during your turn. Oh shit,
Yeah,
that's even
okay,
worse.
Andy, it's not the climax combo that's completely important. It's the fact that this card is a giant hexproof body that you can easily protect. This card beats other decks on defense and on offense. This card like swings bigger than Konata can. Konata can only
Yeah.
swing at 12k, like maximum. Like this can swing in at 13.5 with climax.
As like a meta like consideration, this like 8 pants deck is also entirely immune to Eins. Because
Yeah.
as soon as they put the markers underneath Eins, you just search for the other Shuna back row. And they have to just send their markers to memory with like no advantage.
I guess,
Yeah.
but that means you have to hit level 2 first, right?
No, you just have to know that you're playing against Overlord.
Yeah.
I mean, you're still playing Slime, right? You still have like Mask and like TD Rimuru and
Yeah.
all like the good like.
No, you don't play Mask
selection
anymore.
stuff.
They can not
No,
hit you.
okay,
to
no
two,
Mask.
but,
Sure,
like,
sure. My bad.
They can not hit you too, but then like you're like crashing your board, and then they're still not getting value off their markers going to memory.
And the Eins can't exactly sit there and like not do stuff because they like don't compress, they like don't mill. They like go all in on getting the Bone Daddy out. It's like the one thing they're bad at.
But don't these just crash into the Eins? Aren't the Eins like?
Not
Bigger than
off
this?
turn.
No.
Eins is
No?
not big on your turn. He's just
But I mean,
hexproof.
he can't be reversed either. So.
Right.
And the
but
card,
like
the card
Miron
you
can
run
still
into
front
him,
over him.
well, you don't even have to front over him. The card in front of Eins can't get
Oh, right.
reversed.
So like your second Shuna that's making the first one hexproof, you can just run it into Eins and it won't die.
Yeah. And you just slam it down.
So what's like the meta build for slime? Is it like 8
Eight
pants?
pants.
pants.
Eight
Yeah.
pants.
Because
Level one
it
Shuna
lets you
into this.
consistently like Miron every turn. Once you hit level 2, of course. You can even just play Miron like at level 3, like alongside your off finishers, and like keep going.
Yep. You just keep
If your
it
opponent
around.
doesn't, it's one of those decks too, where if your opponent doesn't have stock swap, it's like pretty.
Yeah, you
doomed.
literally just run them over.
Yeah.
And you know it does have stock swap slime.
Yep.
Yeah.
That you can search out of your deck
So you get to
and,
farm
and generate
Overlord.
stock for.
Yeah.
All right, I think we've talked this to death. We can move
Yep.
on.
I think
Next
so,
turn. Whose card is this?
Paru.
Oliver got the last one.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's you.
On play, choose a card from waiting room and a chosen level zone. You may swap them. And then he's a drop search.
It's for the
I was
color
told there
decks.
won't be any drop searches.
Well, this is for all the decks that need to have
Well,
three colors in your
whoa,
level.
whoa, 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 whoa. That's fine.
C minus for.
You have a
Three
lot of
color deck
experience
only.
stuff, and yeah.
Yeah, you play it in the experience deck.
C minus C for cock search.
Why did you have to?
Damn.
Why did you?
Why did you say that?
I don't know.
Why did you say that?
That was pretty cringe.
No one mentioned Cox.
All right, Andy, you get this one.
Okay.
I don't know.
Miron and her BF, I guess.
That's her husbando.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Good for her. All your characters are Demon Continent,
Yomu.
2500 power,
Yeah.
and hand on core. Or
Clock on core.
Demon Continent
Clock
from your
on
waiting
core.
room on the bottom of your clock. Okay.
Yeah, he has like the Miko clock encore.
And when you play this, you can discard a Demon Continent character if you do search your deck for the 2/1 Miron.
He is quite literally Miko with more text.
Yeah, he's like Miko
Yeah.
and Helmet in one card.
Okay,
You
so
play the card.
you don't you do play it?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you play
this card's insane.
I mean, it's
Okay,
like
hold on. The only reason you played the Miko was so you could like level yourself up into like the Sora and all that shit, right?
Well, you play this because it's just like a cracked off level 1 that like rips your 2/1 Miron out of your deck and like sucks
Yeah,
your dick at the
This
same time.
also
So-
sets your experience.
You need that
So
much
hang-
access to
so hang on.
2/1?
So hang on, Andy. So you play this card, right? It's a plus, which is good. It searches your level 2 combo, which is good. There's also going to be situations where, like, you play your Shizu combos, you grab your Murons, you're like ready to go for level 2, and then you like get stuck at like 1-5. You can just loop this thing to 2-0 and play
And
your
then
combo.
play your
So you
Murons,
can't-
I
yeah.
mean, it does
It
let you
prevents
always
you from
get them
getting
down
stuck.
first.
So you can never get like level stuck. It's not even about just like hitting level 1 first, the level 2 first. Like that's a pretty solid like upside as well. But it just means that you can never get stuck.
It also lets you set your experience for your Benny Maru. That needs
Yeah, it
Yeah.
lets you choose your colors.
Okay,
Here's your
yeah.
colors.
Like
I don't know, I'm still less sold on this than the other one.
I think your field at level 1 should like 100% be like double Shizu plus 1 of this. Like
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the time.
sounds good.
I think that's like the goal.
And I mean, it is like a plus. Like worst case scenario,
It's a
it is just a plus.
It is a plus.
plus.
We loved a plus. Except when
Plus
it's
the
clean cut,
plus.
then it's not a
You
plus.
can't have only half.
I had to.
TJ Henry Yomu.
TJ Henry Yomu. Okay, TJ Henry Yomu. All right, Paru. What's the
dog.
card? What's the card? You didn't
It's
rate the card.
Ranga.
You didn't rate the card.
Oh, it's an A.
Okay.
We got Ranga. Who's
This
doing
is
Ranga?
just so wild. This is like the wildest set review I've done in a while. Cause like
Why is that? It's not that crazy.
I don't know. You guys are making me feel like an idiot, and I know that's not the case.
Well,
no, Andy,
we're
I'm
not
trying to like
making you-
actually like help you understand.
I think
Well, no, no, I know, I know.
I think
We're
I
just
think the
calling you
8
an
pants
idiot.
deck. I think the 8 pants deck is like it is kind of like Kana Tamari, except you play a normal deck You get the like Kanata board, but like you know.
I mean, I guess
Without
the
playing the
two
Kanata level
ones
1
are
game.
huge. I
Yeah.
guess they're like early plays on their own. for,
Yeah,
like,
they're
12 lives.
effectively early plays, and then your off finishers are so good you still get a finisher. That's like the
Yeah,
idea.
yeah. I know you guys aren't giving me shit. It's just like
It is it's a
weird.
weird deck to think about without looking at it. I think it's one of those. If you looked at it laid out, I think it would make more sense. All right, whose card is this? Who's the dog?
I think we're back to me.
Yeah, I think we are as well.
We're back to me.
Yeah, go
We
ahead.
got this good boy here. When he's placed on your stage from your hand.
This is Carmen. Isn't
Is it?
Didn't you just read the last?
Oh
card?
yeah, I did read. Yeah, I did.
All
read,
right.
yeah.
One
whatever.
good boy. When he's played on the stage, you get 2k, as long as you have another character. So you can't play him on an empty board, but whatever. During the turn he's played on stage from hand, when the card battle opponent is reversed, you can pay one and rest one of your standing Demon Continent characters. If you do, search your deck for a Demon Continent character, search your opponent, add it to hand, shuffle your deck. So this is a way to, plus without a climax combo.
It's Yuko. Yuko's
It
good.
is Yuko. Yuko that searches, right? Yuko was a salvage?
Yuko was searched.
Yuko was searched. and
Original
so was like
Yuko was search. Okay.
the most recent print of this was like a Black Panther and Marvel 2 that also searched.
Not as good as Himeno, but still pretty good.
They really do be printing this profile a lot nowadays.
I mean, I think that's the natural progression of where the game's going. You like print these climaxless plussing options more because, like, yeah, they're strong.
I am a fan of this profile. Yeah.
It makes it so the games where you're not a good enough player to draw your climax, you can still play the game. Pretty good. All right, next. Ollie.
All right, we got this Rimuru. We got the payoff for all this memory shit.
I bet it's good.
3/2, 10k when it's placed from stage. From hand or the effect of the 2/1 Rimuru, check 3, add 1. And then climax combo, end of attack if you have the pants in your climax area. And you have the 1, 0, and 2 on your memory, you can pay 2 to burn 3.
Yeah, this is
Wow.
Smoge.
Wow, that is incredibly smoge.
That's fucking flaccid.
Is it better than the door combo?
No.
No?
No, I think the door combo's better.
Okay, that's pretty sad. Then I'm not
Yeah.
feeling
The door combo better?
Bro, I just don't care. This is like...
it.
Why
This
do
is
these...
Demon
Wait,
Lord.
why do these
They're
have
equally
the
amounts of
opposite...
flaccid.
Okay, why do they have the wrong come and
Right?
play
I was
effects?
thinking that too.
Yeah, it's
I was
like
thinking
this
that
one
too.
should heal and the other one should check 3. Because the other one's hand costed and this one's stock costed. It's like we have chosen to make the cards worse for no benefit for anyone.
Well, they had to push Miron because she's the new character.
Well, yeah. She is a new she has her
And
own
she's a
little
girl.
arc. Yeah, wife
She is a female.
Mm-hmm.
Rimuru is an it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rimuru is kind of hanging out.
Rimuru's
Rimuru does whatever they
Rimuru
want
is
to
just
do.
jamming, dude.
Just jamming. I like that one. Just jamming.
He's just jam.
Yeah,
Because he's slime.
Because he's a
Yeah.
slime, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good joke.
Oh
All
my
right, this card.
Hot
needed-
lizard girl.
God. This is
This
me.
card.
Oh, I love hot lizards.
This card needed a little bit of sharpening applied, I think, to the screenshot.
Yeah.
I need
like-
to run this
Because
through
well,
the
like,
white
well, no, you
little
can tell that
fuzzy.
it's the art. You can tell that it's the art because the rest of the card is fine. Like the rest of this sample is like totally fine, but like the art looks fuzzy. It's
So-
weird.
Yeah, they need to run this one
Look at
through like
those-
Waifu 2X or
Those
whatever it's called.
crispy,
Yeah, this is
crispy
your card
blades of
part.
grass.
Yeah. It's a cool card. On play, you may discard a level 2 or higher character. If you do, search for a level 0 or lower placed on stage.
Gives you another playable
It's a
0.
It's a free drop search.
Ditching
But you
level
can only
2
ditch
is
2s or
kinda
higher.
cringe.
I don't like it.
It'd be kind of cool, I guess, in like the Miron decks, and you're playing a ton of like high level characters.
That's bad.
But I don't think it makes the cut.
It gives you another
I don't-
attack at 0, but
I don't know about
it's not
like
a,
unplay.
it's not a good
I-
attack.
It's like
think
it's
of
pretty
F as,
narrow.
like-
It's narrow. You can't like get flooding on climaxes or level 1s. You can't ditch those.
I think of F as like worse than a vanilla. I would play this over vanilla.
I don't know, dude. Vanilla's like an oversize.
Oh, you could use this to search for the clean cut. Since
You
you
could
guys
use-
think that that's a
You
plus.
could use this.
So this card is a
You
plus.
could use
by
this to search
extension.
for the vanilla. Put the vanilla
Could. You could use this to summon the vanilla from set 1
in. You
It's a
could.
for the
shame.
TD.
All right,
I
next card.
like how the lizard people in slime just turn into bigger lizard people. and then
God,
the
I love how the
females-
lizard
Yeah,
girl
and the
turns into
lizard
a
the
hawk.
women turn
females just turn
into
into like hot ninja
hot
girls.
ninja girls.
It's
yeah.
awesome, dude. I love
It's
slime.
so funny. All right, Andy, this is yours. You get this guy.
Oh, yo, this guy's hype.
This guy's
Good
an
carry
absolute
on.
unit.
He is a
Uh,
unit.
all of your other 1/0 Milam Demon Lord combos get 1,000 power, and on attack, look at the top two from your deck. One goes on top, the other to the waiting room. So you set up your top check draw effect. Then when you play him, you can discard a Demon Continent to search for this Milam.
Yep.
Okay, so he bonds the Milam and like lets you set up the effect. Seems pretty good in that deck.
Unfortunately, there's like 2 dedicated supports for this Milam, and you don't really want to play both. So like, are you intended to just like only play 2 of the Milam, and then play one of this guy in the front row? Play
What's
one of
the
Rimuru
other
in the
support
front row?
for him?
The Rimuru.
It's like a Rimuru that gives one of your opponent's characters -1 level.
I think this seems better because it actually searches for it and sets
I
up
do
your
think
climax combo.
this is better. But like, I think you'd play both. It's just like a awkward like fight for the slot for the slot. Play it with the Demon Lord deck.
Yeah.
Next
We like the
card.
consistency.
The
The goblins.
1/0 Rimuru and Goblins. On
Holy
play, rearrange top 2. When your Dragonoid Milam, which is
Wait,
set
this
1
is-
slime, is played on stage from hand, it gets 1,500 power, and then this card goes to stock, and then this card ditch bonds to the Dragonoid Milam.
Wait, I think that Milam is already like kind of good.
What
Yeah,
does
it is.
the
That
Milam do
Milam
again?
is on play reveal top if it's a character burn 1, and then has on reverse, I believe, pay 3
Pay 3
clock
burn
clock
clock.
kick.
You can like loop multiple Milams with this thing
Yeah.
for more finishing power.
Yeah,
You
you can
can-
like play it. Like-
It like just directly supports that card.
Yeah, it lets you like
Does
one
everything
card
that
like
card needs.
loop the other card.
I don't know. The Dragon Lord Milam seems like a card I would run as an off finisher. I don't think I want to run an off finisher and a card that goes only
Well,
with
no,
the
no, no.
off
You can
finisher.
pick this up to like. This card like lets you flex 1 copy for more burns in main phase, because when you're playing a card like Miron, right?
What do you mean? You play over the Milam with this slime. You pick it back up
Yes.
with the bond.
Yes, that is exactly
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
It even like refunds the
A push
one
for
of the
game.
stock for it.
Because when you play these stupid like ultra resource generation decks, you just get to do dumbass shit like that to push your advantage at the end game.
Yeah.
You can think of this like playing the Botan in Kanata Marine.
Yeah.
This also makes your Milam 1 stock, so it becomes much more efficient to actually do that play.
Yeah.
So you'd run this in the Miron deck. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, but if I were to play this in any deck, it would be that deck. I just
I-
really like
I'd
the
play
Dragonoid
this.
Milam. I really like that card.
So like, how many of this slime do you run, and how
2.
many of the Dragonoid?
Play 2 of
Uh,
this, like 2 or 3 of them. Because you're
But
still
doesn't
playing
this feel
Mini
pretty
Goblin.
bad when you just draw it throughout the game? I mean, believe me, I love looking at the top 2 and putting them back in any order, but like,
Okay, so
you just play one
you-
of it.
so you're winning board at level 2, right? So this can just if you just draw this card and you don't really want it, you can just throw it in the 3rd slot. Or you could just like throw it in like a direct lane. And it's like, oops, I know the top 2 cards in my deck now.
I mean, I think this
Well,
card's
you're
also
gonna
like
search your
fine
deck
with,
if you slam Miron, so it doesn't
sit
really
in
matter.
your hand.
Right, but so you could like play this card, see that you have a clean stock, attack with this, knowing that you get a clean trigger on the first attack.
Yeah.
Because like with Miron, you really don't want to be like attacking. If you attack with it after your first attack, you run the risk of like triggering climax and burying it.
Well, the
If you
Miron's
play
on
this card-
climax play.
Oh, it's on climax play.
Yeah, it's just like Alice.
Oh, okay. I thought it was on attack.
Yeah, I
maybe.
mean, you literally just use this so you can play a 1/1 line of this, and it's like, oh, I have 12 stock. Let me resolve Dragonoid Milam 3 times and ping you for 1 3 times, because I can do that because I have 12 stock and
Sure.
7
Okay,
hand, and
that sounds fine.
like I don't know, like I've never experienced loss.
Yeah.
Like that's it's. I think it's good when you're playing a deck like this that can snowball out of control. All right, next card. Ollie.
It's
Just
Ollie.
me, yeah. We got this 2/1 Sohei counter. 2500 counter, experience, pay 1 Sunday, demon kind of character station waiting room. When you use this card's backup, you have a yellow and a red card in your level zone. You can pay cost. If you do choose one of your opponents, it's an anti-change waiting room counter.
But it's
But it's
pay 2
cheap.
sack. Pay 2 sack. But you have to meet the
yeah,
experience requirement.
but like,
Uh,
going to waiting room is cringe. We hate
So I
going
guess you
to
play
waiting
this in
room.
standby, right?
That's a
Oh,
good
but you don't really
cost.
want to sack stuff in standby.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
send
no.
from stage to waiting room.
Yep.
You can.
This is like for the choice deck.
You
The
can play this in
anti-change.
the win choice deck because it's
Oh, you're
yellow red
right. Yep.
experience.
It's just
That
cheaper
sounds fine.
anti-change. Just for the
Oh.
multicolor deck.
It's probably okay.
You play one of this, one of like the Ramrus.
Yeah.
You have like totally fine counters.
All right, next. Card supporting old card, Paru.
Ooh, we got Rimuru. It's got some cool clothes on. It's a level assist. It's tap, give a character 1000 power. And then you can, holy shit, pay 4 rest this. Choose one of the burn 4 Shizus from set 2. This turn, it gets 2000 power. And when this card's damage is cancelled, you may stand this.
The
Yo.
3/2
burn
Shizus on
is
attack
not
burn
once-
4, right?
Yes, it
Yeah.
is not
Yes,
once per
and it
turn
is not
either.
once per turn. So
Oh,
yes,
that's pretty neat. I like that.
it's a very expensive way to have that Shizu burn twice.
But that
Again,
deck
talk
doesn't
about
really
if you
sit.
have like a million extra stock to just fuck
Mm.
around with.
That deck doesn't really sit on a ton of stock though.
Yeah, you specifically play that card because you don't have any stock. But
So this
I
is
don't
like
know.
really funny, but I don't think
It
it
is
would come
funny.
up very often.
I don't even think it's bad. I think you could like
I
build a
don't.
deck that like.
I mean, I
it's
think
like a
if you play that
C-.
Shizu, you play this card.
I mean, you just consider it like an assist first, and like
You can play
And you
like
have- just have that
Pants
effect.
Book with the Miron combo and like forgo a level 1 combo and play just like 4 clock encores.
Oh, true. You could do that. And then you could actually maybe even resolve 2 of these things.
That'd be
You know,
That's
I
nice.
really
awesome.
like the fact that they're like in Slime 3, they're going back and giving support to the set 1, a lot of the set 1 stuff. I feel like usually with these set 2, set 3s, they just like
Do their own
focus
thing.
so much on the new stuff and don't even care about the old stuff. So it's
Yeah.
nice to see them go back and like give a shot in the arm to some of these like other old builds with like Dragonoid Milam, the set 2 Shizu, etc.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Nice to see.
Good design.
It's not common. All right, next back to Andy.
Yep, we got this other Soe. The Pants combo level 3. On play, you heal 1 and he gets 1500. On reverse, you can pay 1, ditch 1 to burn 4 and bottom deck that card. The bottom deck is kind of like maybe a little bit of decompression in the sense if they're like near the end of their deck, but I think I'd rather just play the old Shizu combo.
I'd
we
rather just
looked
play the
at.
card. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't actually understand why Japan was
Yeah.
playing this card.
Were they really?
They were so there were some lists that were playing this instead of the
it's-
season level 1.
Because it's on Pants and it's just a low impact combo. But I
The
think
other
the
one's on
fact that
Pants, right?
no, the other one's on Book. They were playing it because it was a Pants trigger.
Were they maybe
But-
playing like a weird split of like Shizumir on this?
I don't think so. I think it was either just playing for Sohei or for Shizu.
This is a Pants that is really easy to include. However, the fact that this is on reverse makes it really weird with the Miron. You have to like let your Miron die.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I don't like that. But like
It's
I can
very
see
easy to,
can
like,
see why they were doing it.
Handbag into it.
If it like top decked, I'd probably like the combo a lot more. But like bottom
Yeah,
deck is a
bottom
little,
deck is like it doesn't really do a lot.
Well, bottom deck's the same as top deck if they're near the end of their deck.
Yeah, in that one case it like doesn't matter.
I mean, there's situations where like either is better. Right? It's like it's
Or-
not really that important.
yeah.
All right, next. Getting to the end of it here. Level 0 Miron. This is the other half of the full
This
field
is a common.
global 2K and global hexproof. And it is a self-tap search brainstorm. I hate search brainstorms, but still pretty good.
Shuna. I gave Shuna an S, so yeah, I guess this is also an S.
Yeah, it gets the minus because it's search brainstorm, but it's still like damn good.
Only
Why is this a common?
'cause they,
I know
they
that
just,
that
they
doesn't
just don't
actually
care.
matter.
They don't
I
care
know that
about
doesn't
rarities
actually matter,
anymore,
but
yeah.
why is the Shuna a higher rarity than this card?
It is
I don't know,
weird
why
that
the
the 2/1 is higher
Why does
rarity
this
than a
whole
brainstorm.
package give 2k power? That's what I never understood.
Yeah, it's well,
To
specific
make
name.
sure that you're playing it.
Are they
Yeah.
like, if it was like 1500, I like that would like be more understandable, but just like just randomly just 2k.
Now to be fair, this effect on the brainstorm exists on a few other like brainstorms. Like
Oh,
Dragon
okay.
Maid has this.
Yeah, Dragon Maid does have it
hmm
with the 2/1.
So they're just
stock
pushing
alcohol.
it until it's too much, right?
Yep.
Which is what they do.
Might be like that.
All
It's
right.
like Pachin wasn't very good. Let's just
No, oh my
make
God.
it even
Please
Oh
better.
no.
my god, it's Cold Wave.
All right. Ollie.
Jesus Christ. 1-0 event. Use up to fire your opponent's characters. This
It's
turn,
Dark Ruler.
they gain the following ability. This cannot be returned to hand, nor sent to Mary until the end of your opponent's next turn. Your opponent cap limit. It is kind of Cold Wave. A little bit.
It's a little Cold Wavy, a little Dark Rulery. Oh, what's
Yeah.
that one card that's like your opponent cannot just use cards until the end of the turn? It's like that Zexal thing.
Rongo Miniad?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's
No, it's
Rongo
not Rongo.
Bongo. You
It's
play
like a
this.
Zexal. The
You
card's name is like Zexal Rising or some bullshit.
Oh, the stupid Dixie's monster.
Like
that's
number
like,
SF0.
It's like no for the
Number
turn.
F0 GX or some shit.
Something like that, yeah. I know what card you're
This
talking
card's
about.
bad.
F-Zero GX is a good game.
It
This is
is.
just like a
That is a
total
good
meta
game.
call, right? Like in certain metas, maybe you'd.
No,
Play it?
this
Maybe.
card's
No,
unplayable.
No, this card sucks.
I don't know. I would have to be sitting across like Psychono.
We would
10 rounds in a
truly
row
have to
to ever
be.
play this.
We would truly have to be in a very specific kind of hell for you to ever play this card.
This is kind of a hell. This does fuck Psychono like absolutely. They can't even play like Up All Night.
They truly can't play the game.
Yeah.
But like
You
Psychono
just
sucks.
loop this over and over.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's bad, but it's just like so
It's bad.
so narrow.
Narrow cards in Weiss are bad. I think that's the.
But I mean, it's one of those things where if it's like a Goldilocks meta, like
Yeah,
like,
if that
That's the
meta.
right
The problem is
answer.
it doesn't really happen in Weiss because people are always just gonna like bring whatever.
Yeah, that's the thing, especially in the West. Like people really do just be playing whatever they want.
well, I think going forward that's not going to be the case. I think going forward it's going to be they'll bring whatever as long as it's either Alice or Hololive or Overlord. You know what I mean?
I
It looks
God,
like the meta gets more
Which this
narrow.
does nothing to.
yeah, which just doesn't do
Well,
anything.
true, but like I think that concept of like
If there's
the
a deck
format
where every
narrows.
card has to go to memory to work and they play a bunch of events, yeah, then you play it. But until that time, so
like right now this card sucks, but like at some point,
for you to take a -1 to do this, like
It's like the
gotta
name.
be a very
It's
specific.
like the name event and like pre-Kone. Even in a meta where it was good, there were no slots for it.
Yeah, card.
Like, cause you have to play 4 of this, right? Because it's like a non-searchable event.
I feel
Which
like
means-
if it was a format where you'd want to play it, I'd play this as a 1 of or maybe a 2 of, and I'd like just clutch it.
My brother, how are you drawing this as a 1 of?
You probably don't need to. I don't know. You don't need to play it till the end of the game, probably. I mean, we're just talking hypotheticals.
Look, if there was like a bonder to this thing, then sure. But like, it's like you have to like play this thing raw in like large numbers.
You're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! This looks like the fucking Pyramid of Light, dude.
It does look like the
It is a
Pyramid of Light.
Pyramid of Light.
Fuck. You summon Thinny the Great Sphinx.
All right, last
Yeah.
card.
He's gonna go up to 60.
This is a box topper.
Oh, he is.
This was the only box topper with like a relevant effect. It is it's like a Ari Ferretta card that I actually like a lot. It's on play. You put a character from your hand into your clock, and you can look at top 4 and you can add any
this
card.
Is nice.
So it's like
Ozusa.
it's kind of like Ozusa and Rumia had like a love baby.
This is cracked. There's a card in Grisaya that does this, but it's only 3 cards.
does it take? That's weird.
It does have an extra 1,000 power though, so I guess it.
There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
this is exactly the same as the Arifureta card, and I played a bit with that recently, and I like the card a lot, so I included it. I think it's like relevant. I think especially because it's green, and this is like a box topper. It's like if there's any box topper you open and you like hold on to, probably this one, because it's green and it like has a relevant effect. All
I think
right,
I like this better than trying to play that weird Kome.
probably. I mean, it at least helps you find your climax early.
There was 2 Komes in this set. Which one was the weird one?
The one
The
that
one with the
required you have color.
The
Okay.
color one.
All
I mean,
right.
I guess that one's fine, but yeah.
Last slide. I will quickly go through these other notable profiles that exist in this set that you might want to play, but we did not feature. Come in play. That's CIP. Come in play. So like on play. There is a level 0 pay 2 free fresh on play. There's a drop search, gives anything beginning climax phase 500 power, including itself. Come and play discard 1 level 0 summoner, and it's also 6k if you have yellow experience, and that's a 1/0. There is a 2/1 that is 13k on turn, has on reverse stock punt, so like it's like a stock bomb, but when it gets a reverse, that's a 2/1, like a way to clear stuff. Red has a come and play blink, give it any other character, 2k, can't buff itself. There's a red climax swap that's pretty cool. It has come and play surveil and climax swap. Pretty decent card. Back row saver, rest to give another character 1500 other. That's like a profile we've seen before in many sets, notably like Symphogear. That can be pretty good if you have things you want to keep around and you need to win board. But like the Miron needs the other stuff on board, so didn't really think it needed to be gone over specifically because it doesn't really work in that main deck. There is a 13k level 3 Slayer with Harna Encore, always a pretty cool profile when those can stick around and kill level 3s again in a meta where you have a lot of early plays. There's a really funny downgrade where a Summer Pockets card that is a come and play 3k level 1 plus coin flip was downgraded from a double rare to a common, and I thought that was funny, so I put that on the list. And then there's one of those really cool double pumps. So come and play, give 1500, and then on attack, give another 1500 anywhere. So that's a lot of power pump. But other than that, the rest of it was all either too niche or like the usual chaff.
Yeah, I like how you I like this at the end here. It's like a lot easier. Like if you're just going through the video, like see like the main highlights, like the big cards, and then you even included the number on the side there, so that's like the card number.
Yep.
Go back and check
If
it
I
out
could
for
just
yourself.
suggest for the future, maybe put each color at the end of like each color. Like put these 4 yellow cards on a slide at the end of yellow. Put those
Oh
red
yeah,
cards on the
you're
slide
right.
At the end of red.
Yeah, I
Just
should've
so
did that.
Yeah, I could see
maybe
that.
some people who like watched that first video didn't see this one. So
Yeah,
they might be
that's a
like
good
missing
idea.
out.
Yeah, they're like yellow only gamers, you know.
I get it, dude. Yellow's a good color.
We like yellow. Yellow is the speed color. We like to go fast, like Sonic the Hedgehog.
It is the color of the
He
speed.
turns
Force.
yellow and goes faster.
Yeah, he
He
turns
goes
yellow.
Super Saiyan.
He turns yellow and goes fast. All right, but yeah, that's it for slime. Big stuff is that 8 pants deck. You're definitely going to see that one, especially if Alice gets banned, which maybe you woke up to this morning. Who knows? In our time zone,
Oh jeez, I hope it's tomorrow.
there's 2 hours before we
Please
find
ban
out
Alice
if
so
that
I can
happens.
play the other Sao decks.
But we shall see.
But what do you guys think? Like, okay, you guys definitely red pilled me on the blue deck earlier. Like, it definitely seems pretty good.
So that blue deck does kind of falter into Alice. Because Alice can counter over those things.
And Alice comes down a level earlier. But the
It can't
second
Miron
Alice is
counter-
gone,
Miron can counter over on the way back though too.
Yes, true.
So you're
Yeah.
just side attacking each other forever.
You
right?
can just side the Alices. You do thin your deck, so like you have a better chance at triggering.
You-
All of
you
your
are-
climaxes
you are
have
also-
triggers on them.
You are also playing a climax. Every
You do
turn.
win a side war.
you can. But it is not something you would like to play when Alice is
Yeah.
in the meta.
Because I mean, they establish before you. at level one.
Yeah. But Alice is going to get banned. It is a matter of when.
Honestly, they just need to ban
Oh.
the brainstorm. The rest of the set's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
But I guess my real question was, where do you think this sort of deck like lands like in the meta, like tier wise. Like
Yeah.
if
I
I think
Alice
if Alice gets hit,
Uh,
if Alice gets hit, I think this is the best deck.
It's one of the best decks if Alice gets hit. It is
it's
right up
definitely
there.
a top 3 deck, I would say. Yeah,
Yeah, the 8 pants deck rockets to the top if Alice is hit.
it's like between Slime and Overlord. IMO.
But
Yeah.
then this deck bullies the fuck out of Overlord.
A
So
little
like
bit,
if
yeah.
enough people play this set, like Overlord stops being like
Slime was
viable.
extremely popular. Like even for being an older set with older cards that people can't get, I still feel like I see so much slime
Yeah.
all the time.
People were playing this deck even when Alice was still around.
Yeah, I mean
In
it's still
Japan.
good.
I wonder if I could get Luke to sell me his slime cards.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, like I said, now that we have this new format, we can hopefully get out these set reviews a lot better. Instead of ending at like midnight like we normally do in these, we're ending significantly earlier, and we have 2 videos instead of 4. So these will come out over the course of the weekend. So you'll have them all out there by Saturday, which is hopefully nice. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. I think we had a lot more fun doing
Yeah.
this, and it's
Let's chat.
it's important.
I wasn't dead by the end of the
I wasn't like,
Yeah.
oh god, another
looking at
vanilla.
awful comments.
Yeah, it's
Oh god,
This
it's
was
like
a
the
lot more
third
fun.
2K counter.
it
we've seen.
definitely becomes a slog. So hopefully y'all like it as well. More deck techs, the usual, sprinkling those in. And now that we have this set, we can finally tackle these giant sets like Azure Lane and Hololive. So look out for those. Ollie, Paru, you guys got any shout outs before we get out of here?
Shout outs to old school RuneScape getting me through the.
Old
Damn.
school RuneScape. A pretty good shout out. You hit 99 cooking yet?
No, I've gained 1 million cooking experience though since we've started.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, well,
Jesus Christ.
it is what it is. Sometimes you get there, sometimes you don't. Ollie, you got anything or no?
Nah, I'm good.
All right.
One day I will.
One day you will. All right. And with that, Pittsburgh Weiss Schwarz signing off. We will see you all in the next one.